Here's the thing. I know I already did 2 parts of this video. It's probably going to be a third part of the video. That more extra information has come out ever since yesterday, because I already did that video yesterday and the third. It's the fourth today. And by the time you guys see this, it'll be a couple days late because everyone was doing it from March 31st to April 1st. Some people saying it was an April Fool's prank. Other people saying it was real. It looks to be 110% legitimately fucking realistic. You can tell I'm wearing different clothes now, so... The other one was wearing before because, want to look more professional and fancy. The other one had to go into the freaking laundry, so that's starting to smell and stink really fucking bad. And I don't want to use that in my videos. Fuck that. Anyways, sucks because out of all fucking days, my internet ends up going out. It's probably going to be about 2, maybe 4 hours before it ends up going back online. So even my digital cable this shit on the internet downstairs, so it's pretty fucking unfortunate, but anyways, I had to take like 15, 16 pictures of the thing. So if you're seeing me scrolling through certain pictures, that's what I'm fucking scrolling through. This little Kotaku article like thing from the one that I heard about before yesterday when I was doing that video. Cecilia del Salvantio. Hopefully I said that right, but if I didn't, it is what it is. This is nothing but a bunch of toxic little fucking baby dump shits that are over there. Oh, I'm whining about how mean and so nasty gamers are. Shut the fucking hell up, man. Seriously, just get the fuck out of here. If you don't want to hear people using cursing, profanity, and vulgarity, you want to like get in your stupid ass Silicon Valley ways to the whole rest of the fucking world. Fuck that garbage, bro. Seriously. You don't like that shit? Get the fuck off the online and don't play on the internet, you dumbasses. Seriously. I keep saying seriously a lot, but these are almost like the biggest immature, whiny little bratty fucking babies because, oh, they can't understand, they can't tolerate racism and being like me and saying weird words on the internet. Pfft, the fuck out of here with that shit. Luckily, none of that shit affected me. Way back in my middle school, high school eras, back in the days, old school MySpace, Daily Boo, Block TV, Stickcam shit was still relevant back then before a lot of them got shut down, except I think MySpace. And that's the only thing MySpace does nowadays is like make music artists famous. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. It's pretty much Facebook took over after that. So I'm going to leave off where I left off before. Links to the description box to the first and second part video down below. You got a little bit more extra new information, but it's not going to say it here, unfortunately. And I found out there were 2 other real big, unfortunate, prominent poketubers that were on here besides TheKingNappy. They got in trouble for these like sexual assault allegations or whatever. Of him like trying to like lure minors under 18 years old at that time, which was 2013. At that time I was way old as fuck by then. I was like 24 at the time. No, 30 is way more older than that. Anyways, let's get a little bit more serious now. Oh yeah, and I got a couple different new pictures this time around. So yeah, let's get this shit started. It's showing the road. It's fucking me again. Links to that video with this girl. I don't know what her real name was because she kept it private, which is a good thing. My heart goes out to the chick. Hopefully she did not get, unfortunately, sexually abused. But if she did, she ended up getting like sexually exploited because this other dude named Decadura. I mean, I know I'm a fat ass too, but this guy's like, looks 600-700 fucking pounds. Holy shit, he's like a fucking whale compared to me, man. I'm like the baby hippo and he's a freaking whale. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Yeah, if he ended up doing that nasty fucking shit of him, like, trying to, like, exploit this girl that was 15 at the time. 15 and telling her to get naked and send nude photos and shit. That's fucking disgusting, bro. The hell's fucking wrong with you, dude? Fucking dead ass. I'm serious. Hopefully that guy, he ends up going to face some 7 or 10 years in jail for the shit that he did. Of course, everything has got to go to court of law. You guys got to go everything with the lawyers and make sure all this shit is real or if it's fake. I don't know. So this one, it's going to keep saying, it says, over on Twitter DMs, 2 of these women described how Putnam aggressively demanded naked pictures from them. Even, I already read all this part yesterday. Caroline told Kotaku that she came forward because she said, quote, I felt it was more important for everyone to know the horrible things that he's done. Not only to myself, but to many others. And then that's what it said. Yeah, there it was. I almost fucking lost my... Well, actually, no, I did lose my fucking spot. Apologies. But to many others. There he goes. As he is, or was, a part of an online community of kids, which will continue to happen to younger girls if we do not stop. And Kotaku has seen proof that Caroline's age, which was 16, was visible in her bios on Twitter and Skype, where they were spoke. Putnam did not return Kotaku's request for the comment. On March 31st, Kyle McNeil, or better known as King Nappy, you already know how I feel about this piece of garbage. Even before this bullshit hashtag MeToo thing started, like I said in the first part of the video, I still don't like his attitude and personality. He still is a fucking piece of garbage to me. But for him to stoop to a newer low like this, oh, it went for me from hating him to not even wanting to know who this motherfucker is at all. Period. It's fucking disgusting, bro. I know he's like 2-3 years younger than I am, but he should know. By being a grown-ass fucking adult, he's 26, 27 now? Mr. Neil Medina, King Nappy, I know you're never going to see this, but you're a disgusting-ass fucking piece of garbage. You think you're going to get away with this shit, man. You could burn in fucking hell for all I care for. Doing this shit to underage kids? You gotta be on some fucking psychedelic shit to be doing that fucking trash, man. Let's keep going. Who had previously worked on Hutman has called his actions as, quote, cruel and unforgivable, and apologized for not speaking up sooner. I can 100% assure you that, says, quotes, I can 100% assure you that there wasn't a single person aware of what Nathan was doing. McNeil said in a note on Twitter, we had been aware we would have taken action years ago, and Nathan would have not been considered our friend to any extent. And that makes me a little bit shady and suspicious, no pun intended, about that other dude, Shady Penguinn. How they were almost a little bit, I know thousands of other people, I watched a couple other people's video responses to this. A whole bunch of people are doing live streams about this, about these allegations about this dude right here. Well, not him, the other dude, King Nappy. About saying, oh, is he innocent or is he guilty? Regardless if he's innocent or guilty. If he's innocent, I'm still not going to give a shit about this dude. He's never going to get his YouTube career back ever fucking again. He's absolutely fucked with no lube. No pun intended. Him and I know the other people that were around his clip said I don't think he manipulated them. These other people, his other real good friends out there, like Heated Mo, Game Boy Luke. Who's the other dude that was real good friends with him? Not just Sylveon Callum, but another dude. Other dudes. I'm not sure if Spectre was around at that time. Or even other guys that used to work with him 3 or 4 times, like Jay Witts a couple years ago when he worked with him at Nappy. And when Nappy was working on a couple other people like High on Twit, Sacred Fire Negro, but now he's called Sacred Almighty, I think that's what his name is, with Patterns and a whole bunch of these other little poketubers that were little small cliques together. They knew he was doing this shit before 5, 6 years ago. They should have fucking called it out right fucking then and there. That's the thing that fucking pisses me off about this shit. Seriously, that's not a good look. Very fucking disgraceful, man. You get no fucking respect from me if you actually did this shit. Nasty fucking bastard, I swear to God. Anyways, let's keep going. Even other dudes. The other 2 people that were in this clique, the only 2 guys that ever watched most of the time was either Game Boy Luke or the other dude, JYT Gamer, and that was it. I don't really follow any of the other dudes on that freaking thing. And also goes on, even the other chick, it hurts me to say it. I'm hoping to God she's not lying or making up bullshit lies about this, but I used to do videos on her a couple times when I did reaction videos at the time. She was the top 10 fusion Pokemon, top 10 fusion Pokemon counter, or whatever she was, Tricky Wee, Shelby. Even she got involved in this shit, and it sucks because I always saw her as a very, very, very beautiful, attractive fucking woman. Absolutely sexy as hell, I'm not gonna lie. But I would never make no fucking fucked up sexual advances towards her like that. That's fucked up, man. Honestly, it is. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty on this shit, I don't know why in the fuck she should have called this shit out years ago. You know, after the hashtag MeToo movement, that shit raises up a little bit some gray and red flags. Not saying she's making that shit up. I really hope to God she doesn't. So she could get clicks and views on her YouTube channel because her views have been going down lately, really badly. And I know I'm not a real big 100,000, 1 million plus subscriber YouTuber. I'm a small little tiny Ricky Dicky channel, but still. I know she's being a lot more views and followers more on Twitch. She's probably more on a Twitch career path than she is on YouTube nowadays. Hold on, let me get a drink. Anyways, let's keep it moving. YouTuber JYT Gamer, who said that there was a general awareness of Putnam's behavior among the group, says, quote, a few of us would pull him to the side and said to him that he needs to, speak to him and tell him that he needs to fucking stop this pedo shit, unquote. McNeil said that in his own second statement that he was, quote, referring to everything since then. The same day, however, people begin to come forward with the allegations against McNeil himself, and which most serve, of which suggested that he would be corroded them. I never heard of that word. Concern for him, there was. and then an underage Pokemon YouTuber named Callum into dating him in 2013. Callum said that he was 16 at the time, and then at the time McNeil was 21. In addition to his 500,000 YouTube subscribers, Neil was followed by nearly 200,000 fans on a Twitch channel, which Nintendo itself has promoted. Nintendo did not respond to a request in a comment by the press at this time. Kotaku will update their comment should we hear back from them. And here's another thing. I didn't even know this, but he ended up coming out as a bisexual. I don't know if he was lying about that. I can see the other dude, Hoodlum Scrafter, aka now he's Hoodlum Callum now because he changed his username. And people are still going to know you as your older username. And it doesn't matter how many times you switch your username, your older fans will always know you by your original username. That's how it is on the internet. I didn't even know, like the age group thing over there, I think when you're starting to date people in the UK and I think Australia, it's different from over here. So when you're 18 and up out here in the United States, you're already considered a full-fledged grown-ass adult. I'm surprised it's not 21, it's at 18. If you want to count drinking and smoking and doing drugs and shit, it's over 21. Anyways, as far as everything else is put into the line of defense, man, this dude Hoodlum Callum, he should have never got involved in this. I didn't even know he was bisexual or gay too. Honestly, I had no idea. Anyways, and there's some tweets there. You guys can read that in your own time. It says, quote, "He gave me an ultimatum." Callum wrote on Twitter, "Date or we're no longer friends. I eventually agreed to try dating Nappy. I know I shouldn't have cut out the relationship sooner, but I was still terrified of losing friends over it." Another Pokemon YouTuber named Gameboy Luke, who came forward with his own shorter story after Callum told Kotaku via email that he was 21 and 22 at the time. Luke told Kotaku via phone that in 2015, McNeil made advances towards him. Luke said he turned McNeil down, but McNeil persisted. It says, quote, "It wasn't until the third or fourth or fifth advance that I realized something was really wrong," unquote. He explained, according to Luke, McNeil also said that if Luke got a girlfriend, McNeil would have to cut ties with him. He said, quote, "When he finally gave up, he kicked me from the friend group and he told everyone that I said, quote, I didn't fuck with them anymore," unquote. When in reality, McNeil couldn't get me to do whatever he wanted, so he exiled me, unquote. He explained on Twitter, McNeil attempted to clear the air, and I since deleted streams the same day these stories came out. In his stream, another YouTuber recorded and uploaded to YouTube. McNeil didn't deny that he had his romantic pursuit over Luke happening, but he claims that the entire situation was consensual, that he was the one that broke things off, and he didn't do anything to ostracize Luke among their friendship of groups. McNeil also claimed he was, quote, good close friends with Callum, but nothing more. There was no collusion. Now we're getting into some fucking Trump speech talk shit. There was no collusion to plot against this 16-year-old sitting in his room in Scotland. Here I am, a 100,000 plus subscriber channel. This is in more quotation marks. 100,000 plus subscriber channel. Why would I put any of these risks over that? He said last night, however, one of the Callum's friends posted Skype logs between him and herself, and Callum, in which Callum refers to McNeil as a, quote, as a boyfriend, unquote, in quotation marks, in which Callum expresses feelings that he led on. It says, led on. I shouldn't have agreed to anything in the first place. After those Skype logs leaked, McNeil posted another statement on his Twitter log. While he said that, quote, the words I spoke on a stream are the truth, and at least for my perspective. He offers his apologies and says, quote, all those involved. Callum has not responded to Kotaku's request for comments. McNeil did not originally reply to Kotaku for this story's publication, but sent an email response after it was read. And the part says, quote, in regards to the situation, I spoke my side of things on the live stream this past Sunday. It's hard to speak up on things because there are so many situations with so many different people involved, just as the other side had their perceptions of things. So do I. I say this because none of these situations are one and none. Never heard of that. Are one or black and white. However, this has all been an uphill battle due to the fact that whatever responses I gave in is met with your line. It says, I quote, another quotation mark. So many quotation marks in this fucking article. Holy crap. Still, I think there were a lot of people that were hurt that could have been avoided with a simple conversation. If anyone at this point has said something regarding how they felt, the giant mess of a series of the arguments between friends would have never become an entertainment for hundreds and thousands of people, unquote. At the same time of the allegations surfaced against another Pokemon YouTuber close to McNeil, a woman that goes by the name of Mudkip Mama, which her and this Duka guy, I've never heard of these two before ever. I don't know if they were real big or real tiny channels and they never really followed Nappy like that, or maybe they did follow him. That's up in the air for fucking debate. I don't know. Mudkip Mama, with just about 8,000 YouTube subscribers. Oh, it's no wonder I never heard of her. Mudkip Mama had a small, close-knit following in the Pokemon YouTube world. According to two individuals who spoke with Kotaku, Mudkip Mama aggressively pursued them when they were either 18 or under 18. Of the posts, one of them, Pokemon YouTuber named Patterns. I've heard of Patterns a couple times. I watched a couple of his Shiny Hunt videos and his little compilations, but I never subscribed to the dude. He just kind of bored me a little bit. I know he was real good friends with Game Boy Luke and that other dude, the Christian HD. I know he goes by a different name now. I think Phaenotax. All right. Who was in her 30s, Mudkip Mama, apparently attempting to pressure him into sexual connections. Later, he said she trapped him in the bathroom with her and attempted to kiss him. Patterns did not return a request for the comment by the press at this time, but posted on his side of the story in the Twitter log. I don't know why I screwed up this thing. It goes on to say, and the Twitter log posted, I'm not going to be able to read any of that. This is way too blurry. I'm going to have to skip one of the paragraphs so you guys can read the other half on your own. So it says, Mudkip Mama did not return Kotaku's request for the comment and deleted much of her social media accounts. But in the Twitter longer post, then she ended up posting, the Twitter long post, she said that she stopped posting flirting with Patterns once she became aware that he was uncomfortable, and she said that she, quote, went into full mother mode after Nikki's personal crisis that said, quote, try to make him feel better. I think that's what it said. I don't know. Try to make him feel better. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Probably went too far at some of the points and realized that she was, I think, manipulating or misrepresenting him. Finally, she ended up saying that she had no idea at the time that she said she was, quote, dating another person. And there's a little tweets there. You guys can read all the tweets on your own. I'm not going to read any of those. And I got 5 more little pages, and I'll get to my overall thoughts and opinions maybe at the end. We'll see. Mudkip Mama, Patterns and McNeil, Diamond McNeil, aka TheKingNappy, would often collaborate on a stream called Primetime and attended several events together. It says, quote, that group was an extremely desirable group to be in, says Julie Blaze. Oh, I heard about that chick. She's supposed to be the one that's dating something Mandy Jenks JTTV. He's another super annoying ass poketuber I can't stand because he's fake as fuck. Just saying, just putting it out there. When a lot of these people start making an ass load of money on this, like Patreon, subscribers are, they change as a greedy, fucked up, grimy person because they want to get money from the people and they manipulate the fuck out of them. That's my own personal opinion. Especially a lot of these younger kids, especially when, thank you for the $5 tip, $10 tip, thank you for the $100 tip. Let's get some hype in the chat. Now, fuck that. I never bought into that fucking garbage. I never will. And I will never, even if I had 100,000 subs, never ever fucking tell my subscribers, you want to support me, keep doing videos, keep subscribing, support me on Patreon, support. Just really saying, give me a handout for money. They're not saying it like that, but that's what it comes to me. As far as that goes. Shout out to another dude named YouTuber Radical Rick. He explains it so much better than I do. I'll leave the links to his channel down below. He tells a lot of people how they want to manipulate a lot of their younger subscribers into giving them money, a handout and shit. It's as bad as being on fucking, not SSIs, but other certain extents like that. Let's move on. At the group, okay, they were very exclusive. Even associating with one of his lesser-known members meant being closer to YouTube micro-celebrity, which several formats say, former fans say that, quote, led to them make, I can't even read that one, early signs of predation. The fourth Pokemon YouTuber facing allegations is the predatory behavior operating separately. Sources who know him say that as Mizumi, a YouTuber for modding Nintendo games, including Pokemon, that Pokemon had, I can't read that one either. A lot of these are really blurry as fuck. I think I'm lying. That's what it looks like. It's weird. Separately, Alright, I almost lost my fucking spot again. I apologize. This video is complete shit. I keep losing my fucking mind in this garbage, man. Alright, there it was. Okay. Had astounded, amassed a following of 20,000 subscribers before allegedly victims went over to the public this weekend and experiences with him. Never heard of Mizumi before. I'm not familiar with the man as well. He was one of the modders for Nintendo ROM hack games. I know a couple other people I knew who he was, but I had never heard of him in my life, so I don't know what he was about. Tori, who was 18, says that she was 14 when he began speaking to Mizumi, saying that she solicited nude photos from her, and allegations who waged by another girl, Jenny, who at the time was 19. In a direct message on Twitter, Tori said, quote, "Have I not done what I wanted, he would have had the ability to ruin my social life, which he did anyways." Jenny told Kotaku while initially there were intimate relationships were consensual, He pressured her into sending news by talking about wanting to kill himself and self-harming behaviors, and said things about how getting nudes will make him feel better. That's a garbage ass move. You know he was just messing with her fucking mind at that time. Damn shame on the dude. Let's move on. Over the emails, Mizumi did deny all these allegations as, quote, "This isn't entirely my fault. The line is grayer than what everyone else and everyone is here is a victim in one way or another," he says. "Don't get me wrong, and I remembered, and I apologize personally to each of the people that I have hurt, but the way that the public views the situation and that it was truly and completely different. That's all I will say on this situation." Unquote. Update 515. Oh, this is yesterday. After the article's publication, Mizumi emailed his account that it was hacked in response to Kotaku, receiving that they were not from him. Days earlier, in his first email to Kotaku, he did say some of the incriminating tweets on the Twitter account that had been deleted too. It says, quote, "I think either someone hacked my account or maybe Twitter's app is now functioning." Over the weekend, these allegations rapidly spread across the Pokemon community. Several prominent YouTubers were allegations of the roles in continuing to the alleged predations, Careers even after whispering of sexual misconduct have been known to them as the heated mo. A YouTuber with 160,000 subscribers explained to in a listed video that he had known that Putman was, quote, "a guy being a creepy one on a girl, but did not consider him to be actively harmful. That while he came out to Mizumi, whom he was known well for years, has manipulated a lot of people around him." Alright, I think I read all of this shit before. Okay, this is the last part, and that's it. When asked whether or not any of the specific Pokemon community members that might allow the widespread predation to continue allegedly for years, said Jenny, who accused Mizumi of predations or predatorial shit. It says, quote, "I think it is an issue with any community of streamers and YouTubers. It's full of young people with seeking attention from older people in a position of power who are accessible in a way that previous celebrities were not. It's prime for abuse," unquote. After addressing all the allegations with him, in an email to Kotaku, Mizumi sent another email a couple of minutes later. It says, "Also, if you do mention me in your article, don't forget to include my link to my YouTube channel. Thanks again." Fortunately, that's probably not going to happen. So overall thoughts, views, and opinions, all this shit about the sexual assault, sexual allegations. We're not sure if this shit is 100% concrete evidence that it's real or fake. Especially in this whole day with the whole, I blame with him, I stand with this, I kick this person, or hashtag me too, which I already know, like I said before in the first 2 videos. That's a whole fucking government psyop, just with the whole Black Lives Matter and just with like a whole bunch of LGBTQIA shit. I'm saying, before I keep going, not saying that all of them are like victims and shit of sexual assault, because, you know, LGBTQ for the past couple years, I don't know if they're ran by billion-dollar organizations that are CEOs of companies like Chase Bank, or a lot of these offshore banking cartels that own Bank of America, Wells Fargo. A lot of these CEO billionaires that are living lives that we're never probably going to ever live to see the day to live for that. Because I wouldn't even want all those billions of dollars having a nice mansion, having a nice yacht, billions of fucking different nice private jets, all these freaking like helicopters and cars and all that shit. None of that shit is worth it if you ended up burning your fucking ass into hell in the end of this life. Because you're not going to be able to take none of that shit with you. All these nice little, like, even tiny little collections I have in the background, I know the second I pass away and leave this earth for the rest of my life for all eternity, all that shit's staying behind. I know this. It's unfortunate, but it's a sad case of reality. I'm going to have to one day face the music. Knowing that I'm going to pass away and all the other people, even if they try to live forever, find a way to do it, it'll never fucking happen. Now I'm going way off topic, but a lot of these hashtag Me Too things, it's affected so many things. It destroyed fucking a lot of like reputations in Hollywood with the movie actors, movie stars, music artists, all these sports athletes, comedians, especially I think the comedians and the male actors are the ones that got the most, ended up getting their reputation shitted on the most, and in a very, very bad negative light. Along with the other fact, now you're starting to do with a lot of music artists, and then a year or two later, it starts happening with these big giant YouTubers. It happened to these other dudes. Even though the other dude, Logan Paul, that was a whole different situation. He pretty much shitted on himself on there. When they showed that dead guy in the Chinese or Japanese suicide forest, he pretty much fucked up his own career there. he pretty much shot himself in the own foot with that shit. It had nothing to do with sexual allegations or sexual misconduct. He's messed with women in the past. I wouldn't be surprised they end up getting him for that next. Him or his little brother, Jake Paul. How the hell did he not get in trouble for anything? And then again, a lot of their audiences are like 6 to 12, 13-year-old little kids. Real tiny little like babies. Seriously, man. No offense if I have any younger audience members or younger children or teenagers watching my content. Don't fucking believe almost everything that I'm saying. You can believe some of it, but take some of it, not all of it, with a grain of salt. You should be able to have a well-developed brain to make your own decisions. Just putting it out there. That's all I gotta say for now. Peace out, my star girl. I'll see you on the flip side.